All right, in this lesson, we're going to look at non-proportional relationships. So the first thing we'll start with is kind of like this line. This is going to be our line, all right, the red one. And we're going to use these these purple and blue lines to represent our slope by creating a little triangle here. If I can put these together. Purple is going to be, for the purpose of this, we're going to say purple is equal to 6, blue is equal to 12. So in this case, we're going to create a line where our rise is going to be blue. So our rise will be 12. And our run will be purple. So it'll be 6. It'll be 12 over 6, which equals 2. So the slope for all the lines we're going to work in here is going to be 2. And the first thing we start with is start with our proportional relationship. We have this line that goes through the origin. And we're going to say, okay, what... oh, no. Let me bring my pen. All right, we're going to say, like, let's look at this, and let's kind of look at this paper here, and look at this coordinate grid. So we have, here's the angle leg sitting here on this with a slope of 2. And then we look here. Here is that same line with a slope of 2 on a coordinate plane. It goes up 2 over 1. So 2, 1, our slope is 2. Where does it cross the y-axis? So this line here is our y-axis. It crosses right here in the origin, which is 0.0, 0. So describe the shift. This is our initial kind of like our parent function, so to speak. So this is, there's no shift. And our equation is y equals mx. When we write the equation, or right here, we'd write y equals mx. And m is the slope, which we've already talked about, is 2. So y equals 2x is the equation. We're going to build off this line now. And we're going to look at these next two equations. Y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x minus 3. So if we come back here to our paper, here's the initial line. If I were to take this and shift it down, so I now cross the y-axis at -3, I'll pause the video here. Which equation is that? Is it y equals 2x plus 1 or y equals 2x minus 3? Again, I shift the original function down 1, 2, 3 points, so that way the y, it crosses the y-axis at -3. All right, so that one is y equals 2x minus 3. And we can sketch that right here by going down to -3, and then using our slope of 2 by going up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So we plot the y-intercept, and then we use the slope by going up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. We can continue to do this, the whole graph. But you really only need 2 points, and then you could get a straight edge, or even use your little angle legs here to draw a straight line. Oops, a little messy there. To go through there. Now I have the line sketched. Then it says, where does it cross the y-axis? Is here, and it crosses at 0, comma 1 to -3. So it crosses at 0, -3, which we would say the y-intercept is -3 at that point. What was the shift that we had? Well, the shift was we went down 3 from here. We started here. We went down 1, 2, 3. So we went down 3. So down corresponds to this negative value. And then in our equation, what we have is called y equals mx. So just like the other one, plus b. But down here it's -3. So it's really we kind of are thinking y equals 2x plus -3 because we went down 3. And then you can rewrite this addition of a negative as subtracting. So we rewrote this as subtracting, and that's why we end up with the -3 there to indicate that line. So then the question becomes the other equation, y equals 2x plus 1. How would I represent that? So let's take a second, pause the video, and represent that with your angle legs. Start here. What do? Hopefully you paused. You lift up 1. you're doing plus 1. It's 2x plus 1. So you go up 1, so it crosses the y-axis at positive 1. And now I can kind of come over here and sketch that graph by going from the origin at 0, 0, and go up 1. And the slope is the same in all three of these problems. So we go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. You can again use your little angle leg here as a straight edge. And just try to draw a straight little line, put arrows on the end. Where does it cross the x-axis? 0, 1. Describe the shift. So the other one went down 3, but this one went up 1. And again, we end up with a positive value in the equation here. We have y equals mx plus b, where our slope is 2, and our b value is positive 1, so there's no changing of signs around because we have a negative. And that is talking about proportional relationships, and that's kind of the work we're going to work through today.